MMA Boxing Talk here. This is a prediction video for Tyron Woodley versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, um, taking place this Saturday. Huge rematch. The welterweight championship is on the line. These guys fought back in November. Had a very close fight. It was a draw. Before that fight, I did predict Wonderboy to win. Um, I personally thought the right decision was a draw because Wonderboy won 3 of the rounds. I think the second round was kind of close, but I thought he did enough to win 3 rounds. And obviously, Woodley won the first, and the fourth could have very well been a 10-8 round. It was, I believe, on 2 of the judges' scorecards. Even though Wonderboy finished the round on top of Woodley, throwing bombs, it's still a 10-8 round in my opinion. Anyway, that's why I figured that fight was a legit draw, So let's get right into it. The rematch, a lot of people think it's going to be the same outcome. Personally, I don't. I think we're going to see both guys improve and change and evolve. They're going to have different approaches to this fight. I think we're going to see Tyron Woodley try to use more takedowns, but we know Tyron Woodley can't look for takedowns the whole fight and control Thompson like he did in that first round. I don't think Woodley has the gas tank to do that. He's carrying so much muscle. He's going to try to go for more takedowns, I truly believe. But like I said, it can't be his only game plan. He just doesn't have the cardio to do that. Carrying too much muscle, it's impossible. And of course, Wonderboy did add 8 pounds of muscle. So that might help in the clinch when he has a hold. When Woodley has a hold of Wonderboy, that 8 pounds of extra muscle might come in handy. We'll see. I do see a different Wonderboy Thompson in this fight. I see him being more confident in this fight and his abilities. He knows he's taken Woodley's best shots. He knows he's got a chin. He can recover. So those nerves might not be there like the first time. Wonderboy said it. He was very nervous before that fight. It was debut in New York, MSG card. It was a big deal. First title fight in the UFC. Now he knows what he's getting into. And to be quite honest, Wonderboy did not perform to the best of his abilities. He really didn't. He said himself he wasn't having fun before and during the fight. A lot of pressure. We didn't see his whole arsenal. We just did not see it. We didn't see, enough spinning attacks, those spinning side kicks to the stomach. He should have been throwing those all night. Not all night, but he barely threw them. On his toes, bouncing up and down on his toes, throwing angles. That's when you know he's in the groove. That's when you know he's having fun. Like the Tyron, or like the Hendricks fight, the McDonald fight. You could just see he was in the zone. He was feeling it. We didn't see that in the Woodley fight, and I think that's going to be the difference in the fight. To be quite honest, I think that Wonderboy is obviously a specialist when it comes to striking and point fighting. So I think he's going to have a lot of film to go back on. He's going to make the correct adjustments. I mean, in that first round, he got taken down. It was a sloppy kick he threw, and hats off to Woodley. He reacted. He grabbed the leg and he brought him to the ground. It was a bit of a sloppy takedown, but Wonderboy has to be sharp. He's got to be crisp. He can't throw anything lazy. He's definitely got to watch out for that right hand bomb. Obviously, he knows he has to watch out for that. I think in this fight, we're not going to see Wonderboy stalking Woodley as much. I think he's going to be a little more patient. Let maybe Woodley come to him a little bit more. But the thing is Wonderboy was walking him down flat-footed. That's not what Wonderboy does. That's not his, best route to victory. It's like I said, using his angles, bouncing up and down on his toes, light on his toes, and he reacts quicker that way, I feel, than when he's flat-footed and walking his opponent down. So I think that will be a big difference in this fight, and I just don't see Woodley being able to make the adjustments. He's going to go for those takedowns, but we really didn't see. We saw Woodley get a takedown, but it wasn't like it was a strong double leg or a strong single leg takedown. He basically, Wonder Boy practically gave him that takedown with the lazy kick. Let's be honest here. So, and we do know that Wonder Boy has great takedown defense. So it'll be interesting to see Woodley, going for the takedowns in this fight a little more. We'll see if Wonder Boy can stuff them. He does have an extra 8 pounds of muscle, so that could be, Wonder Boy could end up stuffing most of those takedowns. But I do think his approach to this fight will be different. He'll be having fun in there. He'll be flowing more. He'll be in that flow state. I don't think he got into that flow state in the last fight. And I just see Wonder Boy winning a unanimous decision in the rematch. That's my opinion. That's how I see it going down. Let me know how you guys see it going down. This is just my opinion, but I do see Wonder Boy making the correct adjustments and going out there and winning a unanimous decision over Wonder Boy Thompson. Let me know what you guys think. That's it for this one. If you liked the video, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter at MMA Boxing Talk 1. Peace.